Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jeida Story, and I am so excited to have you with me again. We're back today with another pick a card, and today this is a viewer requested video. I'm super excited. So shout out to at I Got the Keys. This video is for you. We are asking how to get your done. This is all about productivity and receiving some insight from the ancestors about how to be productive. And so I'm so excited to get into this because who doesn't need a message or insight or wisdom on how to be productive? So we have 3 chapters to choose from: chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Go ahead and choose whichever card is calling to you. And as I always say, if more than one card is calling to you, then maybe you have more than one message. And I encourage you to watch as many as you need. All right, my loves, let's go ahead and get started with chapter 1. All right, my chapter 1s, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Let's see how you can get some productivity done. All right, so we have this card here. We're going to put this to the side for now. We're going to start with the tarot because I first want to know what's blocking you. What's getting in the way? What's keeping you from being productive right now? All right, we got strength reversed. Actually, I think my deck is upside down. But I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. Strength reversed. Okay. Oh, oh. Strength reversed and the Page of Wands. Interesting. It seems like there's lack of motivation here. And it's not like there's excitement around whatever it is that you're doing, but it's almost like you just don't have the wherewithal. You don't have the spoons, maybe, right? Maybe you're chronically ill or disabled. Maybe you are neurodivergent. Maybe you're overworked and just too tired. There's something here though that is keeping you like stuck in a particular way. Mm, mm. But I don't think that you have a shortage of ideas or, like I said, even excitement around the thing. But there's just something that's like getting in the way, and I just sense a lot of frustration with you. Chapter 1. Okay, so that kind of that helps me out. Let's see then. Um, how can you get stuff done? Thank you to the ancestors of all of those in chapter 1. How can they get stuff done? 2 of Cups. Oh, you gotta have people. You can't do it by yourself. Yeah, for you, what's going to be helpful for getting things done, you might need a body double. Chapter 1, you might need people to do things with you. I know sometimes that's helpful for me to have someone on the phone with me while I'm cleaning, to have someone in the room with me, to do like sprinting, like writing sprints, productivity sprints, someone who can jump on a call with you, like a Zoom call, or just come over and just be with you. But you work better in pairs or even in threes. Like you need close friendship. It can even come in the form of you like bringing others into the ideas. Like it may be more supportive for you to invite people into the things that you're planning instead of doing them on your own. Maybe you need sounding boards. Maybe you need to confide in someone and just let them know what's going on in your mind so that they can help you bring it into reality. Let's see what else the ancestors say for you. You have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so that's interesting because that strength card reversed kind of made me think about, I said it was frustration and things that are keeping you stuck. And part of the keeping you stuck can sometimes be when we bear down and we're like, no, it must be this way. It's going to be this way, where you're starting to force something to happen that's not meant to be. And so sometimes you need space. So, chapter 1, in order for you to be productive, you need space. You need to take some time away from the thing rather than going forward and just pushing, rather than like shaming yourself or guilting yourself to just sit your butt in the chair and get the thing done, right? For you, grace, softness, letting yourself be, just kind of relaxing more, caring for yourself. Maybe you're spending time with loved ones, right? That's what's going to help you. Let's get one more card. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors, for these messages. Oh, all right. And the 3 of Cups. It's a party place. Wow. Again, okay, so 2 things. Yeah, for you, you definitely need to be with people. For sure. Three of Cups is you definitely need to be with people. And do you notice how all of these are Cups cards? Like for you, it is all about like a spiritual and like emotional loving connection. So whether that's you being connected to the work that you do, whether that's you being connected to people or like the people that you're serving or the people that you're working with or the people that you're like the cause is for, whatever it is that you're being protective about, people matter to you. Spirit matters to you, right? There's care and love in all that you do. So one, I love that. There is so much like spirit activity. When I think of the Three of Cups, I think of spirit activity. I think about like how the spirits gather, right? For you to and come toward you. So whatever you're doing is likely got the attention of your ancestors. And so invite them into it, chapter one. Invite them into what you're doing, right? Ritualize it. Make it a whole thing, right? Take it to your altar if that's a part of your practice. So doing things like having a prayer ritual, or if you're a writer, like maybe you have like music going, set the mood, light a candle, like make it a big deal. And also let your hair down and have fun as often as you can. That is what seems to rejuvenate you and actually give you more energy, right? To go and complete the work. I love that for you. Hmm. All right, so for me, a big thing when it comes to being productive and getting things done is making sure that you have support. So, I want to take this time to offer if you are interested in receiving support and you feel like you might need the help of someone outside of you, right? Outside of your friend group, then I want to offer that you join me for a free 30-minute consultation call. I am a life coach in addition to being a diviner. And sometimes we just need someone who has a different perspective, who can kind of help us work through those blocks so that we can get to where we're going in life. And so if you're interested in that, make sure that you check out the link in the description and let's get on a call and let's chat and see if working together is aligned. All right, so before we close out the reading, I want to just pull a simple card for those who you have support systems, but you don't know how to get them involved, right? So let's see how you can be supported. What can you ask for that will be supportive of your productivity? Productivity. Now, ooh, the tower. It's interesting. It really feels like you need, when you're asking for support, chapter one, that you need someone who's going to like shake things up for you, break the monotony, right? Break the break the habit, break the um hyperfixation, right? You need to get a breath of fresh air. You might need someone who's like, hey, let's go for a walk. Hey, why don't we, take a break from this and do that, right? All of this is in line with what I've already been saying. So, yeah, so if you're wondering, what can I ask my support system to do for me? That's what will be helpful. All right, let's close out this reading by looking at your cosmic comfort card. You have receive. Are you fully receiving what is already yours? Receiving can feel vulnerable, especially if you have learned to be a people pleaser as a survival strategy and think little of your own needs. Step back from anticipating others' needs and simply slow down. Receive. Imagine you are opening your heart to the sky and a rain full of blessings. I'm sorry, a rainfall. A rainfall of blessings is cascading down upon you. Revel in the pleasure of receiving, relishing, savoring, enjoying. Receiving is not selfish at all. It is actually more selfish to refuse the gifts that are already around you and for you. Receive. Powerful. And if this reading resonated with you at all, I would love if you could drop me a hug emoji, right? Like, hug. Yeah, chapter one, because there's so much that I know you want to do in this world, and I sense the frustration, and also you just need to connect with folks and connect with your call and connect with your vision again. Just receive from your spirits, from your community, your loved ones, and watch. Everything you need will come easily. All right, my loves, I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next reading. Hello, my chapter twos. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what productivity tips your ancestors want to give you today. We're going to put your card over here to the side. We'll pull that very last. I want to start by determining what's blocking you, what's keeping you from productivity. We have the Three of Wands. What's blocking my chapter twos? The Three of Wands and the Devil. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Very interesting here. It's so interesting because it's giving straddling the fence, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. One foot wants to go forward with the Three of Wands, and the other is like stuck behind with the Devil. And for some of you, it might not feel like by choice. It may feel like you are actually just shackled. Interesting that this big money, these credit cards are here because, like, yeah, debt and money stuff can absolutely be a stronghold. And maybe that's it. Maybe for some of you, you have like real shit happening in your life right now. You may be trying to survive right now, and you feel like, capitalism, your job, your boss, institutions got their foot on your neck. And you may feel like that's what's keeping you. Like, it's my job that's keeping me from being creative, right? It's school that's keeping me from being creative. It's my habits that's keeping me from being creative. Like, it's the tendencies. Like, that feels like part of it. So let's see then what advice your ancestors have for you when it comes to being productive. How can my chapter twos be more productive? The Knight of Wands, messenger of acting first and thinking later. It's interesting. Before you even turn over this next card, it's really giving that for y'all. So part of the devil's, for some of y'all, yeah, the devil is um things that are controlling you, but also you have a control thing. Um you want things to be a certain way, or for some people, he's like, I need the conditions to be just right before I go all in. So you straddle, you wait, you dip your toe when it comes to the things that you say that you want to accomplish in this world. I'm getting that from y'all. This is the group that doesn't necessarily want to go first. You see the possibilities, right? But I don't know that you're willing to risk it. Your ancestors saying you're kind of getting in your own way. You need to actually take action. You need to have more faith, and you need to. Listen. This is what I'm hearing. Some of you need to get over yourselves. Respectfully, respectfully. I don't know which one of y'all's ancestors coming in like that. Somebody saying you need to get over yourself because you have so much to give. You have so much you want to do. And part of the devil is that you're not chained as tightly as you think. The Three of Wands is still here. Future plans, expansion, and optimism. But the devil can often speak to fear as well. So, what fears are you attached to? Let's see what else. Temperance. So, if you are someone who's like, oh no, I can't just jump out there, your ancestors are saying, we're not saying be silly now. We're not saying be foolish. We're saying be measured with it, but you still must go. In the words of my teacher and coach, Sean, he would say, you need to take ignorant action. Ignorant action. That's the call of the entrepreneur. That it is better to be ignorance on fire than knowledge on ice. And that's what these two cards are saying to me. They're also speaking about the fear. This temperance card very much so feels like the healing that must happen around the personal, like there's some personal things within your life that I'm feeling that they actually want you to address. And you're not going to be able to ignore it because it is going to affect your productivity. So, what are the things that need to be addressed and dealt with in the inner part, chapter 2? Because the devil card can also speak to the ways that we escape into or away from ourselves so that we can not have to look at the conditions of the world, the conditions of our lives, the conditions that remind us of pain and suffering or just really big emotions. And so they're speaking here about temperance, where it's like you gotta use both cups. How can you measure your time and your energy and your space wisely? That would also help your productivity. It's gonna pull another card, but I just want to stop right here and just say to you, my chapter twos, I believe in support. I believe in offering support. And I believe that in order for us to be our most happy and thriving and creative and productive selves, that we need help to make that happen. And so if you know that you're one who needs that type of support, someone outside of you who can have like another view, who can share, who you can share your visions for yourself, and that they can help you move past these blocks, the ones that we see on the table and the ones that you know that you have that you don't speak about, or maybe you don't even know, then I want to offer my services. If you're interested, I am a transformational life coach in addition to being a diviner. And so if you look in the description box, there's a link for you to book a free call with me. And let's talk about what it is you want to achieve, what you think is getting in the way, and how perhaps working together might be aligned. The goal here is to get you the support that you need so that you can get to where you want to be. So if that interests you, go ahead and check that out in the description box. Okay, so in addition to that, though, I also believe in asking for support through our support systems, our community, our friends, our family, our loved ones. So let's pull a card and let's see how you can ask them, or what you could ask them for. Hold on, let me get my words. Let's pull a card to see what you can ask them to do that will be in support of you and your productivity. There we go. All right. All right. I had to get the question right. What can, yeah. That's the card right here. That wasn't it. This one. Eight of Wands, quick communication. What can you do for you got to talk to them. You got to talk to them, chapter 2. You got to actually open your mouth and talk. That's what they can do to support. They, like, you might need someone who is like, so if you don't have a therapist, you might need to consider talk therapy if that's in support of you. If you just need someone to um remind you of the vision, of the dream, help you remember, right? Sometimes you just need somebody to come in and, can you just remind me what the dream was? Can you remind me why I'm doing this? Can you remind me why I'm going to this job? Can you remind me why I'm studying this thing? Can you tell me again? Like, sometimes you just need that. It's what my partner Zolani would call being a divine mirror, mirroring back to someone who they really are, regardless of what they feel is standing in the way, regardless of what the obstacles are, right? And so, yeah, talk to your people and ask them to talk back to you, to tell you what you need to hear. Not what you want, but what you need. So let's go ahead and close out this reading with your cosmic comfort card. Let's see what comfort the universe wants to offer. You have Earth Song. It says, close your eyes and listen to the earth song within you and all around you today. Bird song, the beating of your heart, the wind rustling through the leaves. Sometimes it is subtle, the vibrancy of plants in your home, the stillness of mountains in the distance, the shedding of snake skin. We come from the earth and return to the earth again and again and again. We are all inseparable in this moving tapestry of aliveness. Do what you can to protect the earth song, to keep it alive, and continue its melody for generations to come. See, I love this because when I think of this, I think of you and being in this ecosystem of support, right? We talked about this support systems, this ecosystem of life in the earth, right? And so, what's super cool is the devil often makes us feel isolated, like it's happening to us. We are a victim. We are being victimized by these things, everything. Everyone's out to get us. Everything is a count against you, right? But the Earth Song says like you are a part of something bigger, actually, and you're a part of us, and we are a part of you, which is why you need to let people in to help you with the things that you might think are petty and I can do it on my own and I don't need that. But if you're struggling, reach out. Reach out. So this reading has resonated with you, chapter 2. I would love if you could drop me a globe emoji of the world to represent the Earth Song. And I hope and pray that you have such a productive time, that this was helpful. And I'm just so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next reading. Hello, my chapter 3s. Welcome to your reading. We are going to get into how you can be more productive and the advice from your ancestral team. I'm super excited about this reading. Let's go ahead and put this card to the side. We're going to close the reading with that card. And I want to know what the blocks are first. Like, what is blocking your creativity and your productivity right now? And then we'll get into the advice. All right. For all of those who have chosen chapter 3, what is their productivity block? 8 of Swords. Okay. Some mental block. Okay. And what else? What else? 10 of Wands. Oh, you burnt out, baby. You are burnt out. You are working hard. And it's like a mental thing, but it's also very much so like the things that you do. It feels like you have a lot of responsibility. And I feel it almost feels like you're everything to everybody. This group, ooh, how many people in this group are y'all service workers or like some type of like first responder, some sort of something that you do like to be in service of people? Because it feels like you are the one who shows up, like the first to get there, the last to leave type of person. And it almost feels like it's giving like eldest daughter energy, it's giving like the strong friend energy, is giving, the wise friend who always get everybody together. It's giving like the savior of the group, whether you consented to that role or not. The wild part about it is, and maybe it's not wild, maybe it makes sense, but you see it for everyone else, but you don't really see it for yourself. It being success, it being worthy of praise, worthy of support. And it's not, maybe for some of you, it's not that you don't see it for yourself, but you see it for everybody else first. And you'll just wait. All right, you'll just wait. And so this 8 of Swords just feels like almost like waiting on your turn. And that's what's blocking you, is that you're just waiting. And the ancestors are also waiting, and the people who are supposed to receive your gifts are also waiting. Okay. Let's see then what the ancestors have to say about how to move past this. What's the advice from the ancestral team for all of those who have chosen chapter 3? 8 of Cups. Oh, you got to put some of that stuff down. Period. You got to put some of that stuff down. You got to actually take time. Some of y'all need to actually go on vacation. Some of y'all need to put in the PTO. Some of y'all need to put your phone on D&D. Some of y'all actually need to like decline the RSVP. Some of y'all have the time, but you just give it away. So Spirit is like, you got to tell people no so you can finally tell yourself yes. Mm. Okay. Yeah, 6 of Cups. You put something down a long time ago. So in order for you to be productive, you got to go back to an old thing that you used to do. Don't be on Google looking for like new strategies. Spirit is saying you actually already know what to do, baby. You're just not doing it. You're just not doing it. So, and we have already talked about one of the reasons why, but there might be other reasons. But they're saying you need to go back to something that you've already done. Last card for you. Look at that. The Hermit. Yeah. Yeah. I said some of y'all need to go on vacation. Some of y'all need to go on a retreat. Some of y'all need to do like a solo thing. Y'all need to just get away. Get away from everything. Get away from everything and everyone and go back to go back to you. Go back to the work. Go back to your devotion. Go back to your studies. Go back to the books. Go back to the life giving, abundant creativity that flows from you. You are the source of it all. And sometimes because you care so much and love so much and serve so much, we just forget. We work so hard. We cheer everybody else on. And Spirit is saying it's your turn, so you got to be productive. Yeah. And this is how. You got to center yourself. I'm going to pull another card. And before I do, I just want to stop here and just let you know that I believe that support is so important. When we're trying to break patterns, when we're trying to get a new story that will serve the future and the life that we want to live, that often we need support. We can't do that work on our own. And if we try, it's going to be so hard. And it doesn't have to be. So if you know that you need support, someone who's on the outside, someone who is rooting for you and cheering for you the way that you cheer for others, and you know that you want that support in the form of a transformational life coach, hi, now you know one. It's me. And I want to invite you to jump on a call with me. Let's do a free 30-minute call where we can just talk about your life and your goals and your vision. And let's see if working together will be what you need to get you to where you're going. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you look in the description box. There's a link for you to jump on a call with me. I would love to talk with you. And in the spirit of support systems, I want to pull a final card. And that is simply to ask for the existing support system that you have, friends, family, loved ones, what can you ask of them that will be in support of your productivity? Page of Cups, development of affection and creative energy. Hmm. If you don't have a vision board might be great for you. And it might be fun to do it with friends, to exchange vision boards, to share like highlights of the week. But you just kind of need someone to play with, so to speak. You need someone to kind of not necessarily bounce ideas off of, although if that's supportive, that's great. But you need someone who's going to be like able to dream with you. You need a dream buddy, right? You need someone who will just allow you to just float. Not someone who's going to bring you down and say, hey, chapter 3, that's not possible. Hey, chapter 3, what about money? Hey, chapter 3. You actually just need to dream because you've been putting those dreams on the back burner. So I hope that you have at least one person who will allow you to just float like a hot air balloon and go as high as you want to go into the realms of your dreams. All right, let's see now what message you have from the universe. Ooh, you have rage. Rage is your body's way of letting you know that a boundary has been crossed. In some situations, rage is the most appropriate response and needed as a powerful creative force to burn down what is broken and unjust in order to create space from the ashes of its destruction for something new to grow in its place. The soil that emerges in the aftermath of a volcanic eruption is rich with nutrients to support new growth. Your rage can be your greatest teacher, your protector, your truth teller, your best advocate and friend. What is your rage telling you? And baby, let me tell you something. I can feel that. I can feel that. Remember, I said I could feel and sense eldest daughters and service workers and people who, serve till they damn near don't have much left. Yeah, the rage makes sense. The Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands, that makes sense. It's heavy. And there's a lot of emotions buried beneath the smiles and the yeses and the late night phone calls and all the other things that you do for the people that you are in relationship and connection with. This rage card is saying, what else is in your body? Can you feel it? Do you know? There's something there that's blocking the creativity, and it wants to be felt so that it can teach you how to make room for yourself and all your dreams. But sometimes the first place to start is with those deep emotions that have been underneath the surface. If you have trusted friends, perhaps talk about it with them. Let them know how you really feel. And if this reading has resonated at all, drop me any emoji that represents vacation. Because, baby, chapter 3, you need a break, baby. You need a break. You need a break. So, whichever emoji is your favorite that for you represents rest and relaxation, I want to see that in the comments. All right, my loves. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next reading.